Hey guys, welcome back. I have a little short, interesting video to show you today. Remember that time I danced in the middle of the street in Virginia City? Also known as the 6 Mile Canyon investigation.
Whoa.
Sound familiar?
Did you just hear that?
I'm getting chills,
Oh my god,
too.
me too.
I've got another interesting piece from this trip I would like to present to you. So let's wind back the clock.
Now we're at the cemetery.
Let's look back at the Spirit Chick memories
of St. George Hotel of Hotel Leger.
all the way back to summer of 2016. So sit back, put your investigator caps on, and let's have a look at some Spirit Chick lost footage. The Miners' Lodge, drenched in history, and known notoriously for highly active paranormal phenomena. And there's one main reason for it. In 1869, a fire broke out in the Yellow Jacket mine, located on these same grounds, where around 40 miners lost their lives in a cave-in. Many are still believed to linger here today and continue work in the mine. We have actually investigated this building a few times in previous years, and I'll show some other evidence we also caught later. In this video, I want to focus specifically on an interesting piece of audio we caught on our static cam when we were out filming in the 6 Mile Canyon. We left a camera in here rolling for nearly 2 hours, and while we caught some unexplained tapping and knocking, nothing stood out quite like this.
Alright, now I gotta make my way through the darkness.
Nice.
Here you'll see us leave. You can even hear our car drive away shortly after you hear us shut the door. We're out and on our way over to 6 Mile Canyon, where we will remain for the next 2 hours, leaving this building locked and vacant. Or so we thought. Note, before we left we also set up a REM pod in the hall and a Melmeter with a built-in REM on the counter of the far room, both used to detect EMF and measure any energy fluctuations or disturbances within close proximity. After we left, this building sat still for about 43 minutes, but then something happened that caught our attention. See if you hear it. Something very interesting I noticed upon further review is listen to my footsteps as I walk this hall to leave. Listen to the way the ground creaks.
Through the darkness.
Now listen to these steps caught on our audio. It sounds as though they nearly follow the same texture as when I walk. Now if you listen very closely, you will hear that the steps caught on our audio are more prominent than mine, meaning there's more pressure put on each step, lending to the theory that this is more likely a man. And actually, if you pay close attention, it sounds like boot steps, as you can hear a slight clicking of heel when they walk. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the two.
Make my way through the darkness.
Now if we wanted to try to pinpoint this directly, it sounds as though the footsteps start by the side of the camera, as it is clearly louder and grows quieter as it goes down the hall, all the way up to the counter where our EMF detector is. Almost as if they had entered through the side door that is just out of view, and is actually notorious for opening on its own, and they just walked away. Now just as a reminder, Remember, we were out in 6 Mile Canyon at this time, nowhere near this building, so it's not possible to be contamination by us. But what about something outside? Well, these steps are very clearly heard inside this building, and we had no doors or windows open. But just to rule out anything, outside the lodge is gravel. If anyone had been walking around outside, it would have sounded like this.
Okay, so now it's about sunset.
And not like this. Not to mention, our EMF detector sitting stagnant on the counter did also detect a shift of energy in the surrounding environment right after this. Could this be residual footsteps of a miner returning from work in the Yellow Jacket mine? Let me know your thoughts below, and stay tuned for more lost footage and more brand new investigations. Till next time.